Hello everybody, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. There's less than a week left in this patch now, and I'm still not caught up. Oh boy. Alright, let's do a couple of pulls, and then we'll get back into the Trailblaze mission. Come on, dude. Alright, back into the Trailblaze mission we go then.
This haven of memories. Every touch is like a thorned rose.
There you are!
I forgot what we were doing in this exact moment. Why are you here too, Yanqing?
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Okay, I was like, is there something more going on here?
Hey,
What?
why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. I need to, get used to it.
Our boy's growing up.
Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the Wardance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
What will you do?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
You need to toughen up and train her properly, Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
You're so heartless. By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
March 7th, waves to you and Dan Heng, embarking something journey. Ooh, March POV.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu's swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the Wardance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu's swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zhu-Ming swordmasters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
Oh hey, it's her new outfit. But man, these two.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Zhu-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master
Cute.
Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Moments later.
So what do you think, Masters?
Cute!
Does this outfit suit me?
Super cute!
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're
Makes
ready,
sense.
let's begin.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Well, I heard you have some experience, but come on.
Okay, same thing. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Wait, I should have adjusted my team.
I can
Oh, no,
take
wait,
10
never
of
mind.
you.
No rush, Miss March. You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't you use your skill first and learn a few moves from me? Understood. Now I'll ask Master Yanqing to teach me some moves.
Please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March.
Become Shifu.
Lawful swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge for March 7th and make her realize powerful abilities.
The sword is like strike with heart.
Yes, you.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Oh, Yunli has a follow-up attack.
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Right on time. Like this?
Oh, and she has double... She has a double charge. I see.
Time for swordplay. Bladed flight. How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Awesome. With a true hawk, I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Okay, so does she do something different depending on like who you make be Shifu? Skill. Oh, when using basic attack or dealing enhanced basic attack, triggers the corresponding effects. Erudition, destruction, or hunt, additional damage based on Shifu's type. The rest, toughness reduction increases. Okay. I see.
Bladed flight.
You'll make good practice.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
What does your ult do?
Yes, you. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. What's this?
Iron is hot. What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Yeah, that was sneaky.
I want to...
Ready to shine.
Oh wait, are they both? Already? Hang on. I thought it only applied to one person. Okay, yeah, it makes a single ally become Shifu. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, come
So what I want to
on.
do is switch it over to Yunli.
Time for swordplay.
Let's see what happens there.
Slap! Awesome! Alright, check out this move! Yes, you!
How many can you block?
I could take 10 of you! Zap!
Strike while the iron is hot.
Ha! Melt!
I also... Oh, it's a taunt. Okay. Yeah, I missed the entire first half of the
Time for
patch.
swordplay.
So I was like, I want to see how Yunli works gameplay-wise.
Strike with heart.
You'll make good practice. Melt!
Oh, that's the wrong
Practice is over.
thing.
Swords descend.
Yeah! Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Oh, I get it! Now watch this! Lead through clouds!
Cool.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
So what this really comes down to is just a clash of cultures, huh?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
You ever heard of Death of a Thousand Cuts?
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Thus begins the journey of March 7th sword training. Good luck, March. We got Hunt March! So it works exactly the same way as switching Trailblazers. Yeah. But what do you mean cannot view detailed info? I was right on her. What? Ugh. Time marches on and days turn to more.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom.
Oh my god.
We're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yunli, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Cute. Days and nights fly by in the delve as the Wardance fast approaches. Under the strict supervision of her two masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing tennis elbow. On that day, after the sword training.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the Wardance.
Yeah, this one definitely fits March's personality better. Just watch. I'll win a fight when the time comes.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up!
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no
It all
such
depends
thing
on how
as
you
the
use it.
most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
God, they really are just 14-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the Wardance. Deal?
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Luofu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the Wardance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true.
Well, hello there, Jiao Chou.
Tomorrow is the big day of the Wardance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
Pink-haired fox.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Jiao Chou, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the Wardance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, Why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time.
This is
For
true.
example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
I'm getting hungry.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senjo Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the General's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Why suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
No?
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister?
Huh?
In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea
Okay,
fades
I see
into
your point.
nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the Wardance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the Wardance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The Wardance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the Wardance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
You. You, sir. I need you to come home, please.
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Head to Stargazer Navalia.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
God, he's so pretty.
What's up, Mr. Jiao Cho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the Wardance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the Wardance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Luofu. Standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard, even in the thick of battle. Facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Zhao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Man, look at him. Our little boy's grown up.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
He's like 14.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the Wardance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the Wardance Ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Zhao Cho waves and then leaves.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream that he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. All right. I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Okay, yes, I am going the right way. Imagine knowing your way around Stargazer Navalia. Couldn't be me.
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things. You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
Concerning.
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance.
Extremely
How's that?
concerning.
Who's there?
So these guys are Borisons.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
You know, the March answer is, who are you calling kids?
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh!
Yanqing, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Okay, so he knows what's up. He's like, don't be suspicious.
Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure. Big sis will take you there.
Don't let them know we're on to them.
Me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that? I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Alright.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
During this mission, more conditions need to be met to complete the photo shoot. The required objectives. Okay. I wouldn't really consider that more objectives.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Cut the theatrics, Brulok. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
Taking advantage of the temporary absence of the group, you cautiously approach a crate and crawl inside.
It's so cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
You hear footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at that moment, they would certainly catch you in your ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it begins to drift slowly forward. Can I please read? After what feels like an entire amber era of holding breath in silence, you heard the sound of the crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
The departing footsteps sound like a signal, prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Alright.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure— Watch out! They're on high alert!
Whatever Yanqing was saying before got cut off.
Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert!
Do not look behind the boxes that are like 10 feet behind you.
Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here!
Shuhart, I'm coming!
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Watch out! They're on high alert! close, Miss March. They might spot you. What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Yeah.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Yep, that's about what I figured.
I could take 10 of you.
Adusa! Die, you lowly beasts!
You go, Master.
Awesome team I've got here, very functional. I mean, it's good for story content at least.
The dead return!
That's half the work.
Good
Still
enough.
waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How is this possible? How did these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borison, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
Borison have infiltrated the Xianzhou.
Well, how did the Borison manage to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borison prisoners.
Oh yeah, the literal silver fox.
They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
There's
There
a
are more
lot
Borison
more.
hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Meanwhile, in the Seat of Divine Foresight,
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaocheng.
Fei Xiao's design really reminds me of, like, someone, but I just cannot put my finger on who. I just cannot place it.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yanqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
Oh, I just noticed it's not just her ponytail that has the bit of green in it. The tips of her ears do too. Yeah, we're here to answer your questions as witnesses.
That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat with you and get a better understanding of the facts. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements.
Okay, so I had been wondering why they called it the Ruin Legion instead of the Antimatter Legion before. I guess it's just like a local name for it.
Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
So Merlin's claw
Let's
is
go.
quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
It all comes down to the Stellaron, where the good guys raise her suspicion of... Let's not do that. Talk about Elio's prophecy. No, let's say it all comes down to the Stellaron.
Apart from the Law Fu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Law Fu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Vidyadhara guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
I'm not sure here. I don't think we should pin it on the exile of Imbibitor Lunae. I've personally met Don Shu. I don't know where this would be going necessarily, but
I personally
we'll try
met
that.
Don
Okay.
Shu once. Her closest friend was killed during the war on the Fanghu, and she harbored deep hatred towards the Hunt. So she spent years making preparations in the Alchemy Commission in order to take revenge on the Xianzhou.
Revenge is also a form of the hunt. However, that doesn't explain how she managed to bring the Stellaron into the Scale Gorge waterscape, which was guarded by the Videodora.
Well, you should ask Don Shu herself for the answer.
Unfortunately, Don Shu is dead, and even her corpse has crumbled into ash. That's one less clue we can pursue. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Yeah, Fu Xuan, the Master Diviner, witnessed everything firsthand. Well, no, I don't know if she did. Fantilia is a heliobus, that is true. Fantilia was eager to obtain the power of Ambrosial Arbor. We'll say this.
I was there, fighting Fantilia alongside General Jing Yuan. But she absorbed the power of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained an almost indestructible physical form. Perhaps that was her intention all along.
So, a pawn of the destruction wanted a flesh and blood body to live in. Interesting.
I mean, I'm
quite
winning.
A new perspective.
I won,
Oh.
so...
It seems that your answers have addressed all my questions. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the 3 questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the Wardance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking? Or the 10 Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit. And as for the Wardance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the Divine Foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu, and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
Huh?
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
What happened on the Yaoqing?
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison, and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling Prison.
Are you imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's Shackling Prison. Since he is the Broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Fei Xiao gives you a once-over, and despite lacking any apparent reason, you feel scrutinized as if she were sizing up an opponent.
Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy?
I do.
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here.
I understand.
Do you really believe us? Fei Xiao gives a nod.
While words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing, and your scent, they reveal more than your words do. I trust my intuition more than any words.
Huayan.
Well, I'm glad we managed to talk this out.
Same. Alright. General.
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the Shackling Prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
Let's get going. Sometime later, a star skiff carries you and Dan Heng to a place that looks strikingly familiar.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
The Shackling Prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Dan Heng.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
Wait, is the Shackling Prison inside Skill Gorge Waterscape, too?
Well, technically, the Shackling Prison is spread out across multiple delves, and the Ancient Sea is just where they overlap. Please, come on in, dear guests.
Huh. Okay, we're ready to go in. Need to give Dan Heng a hug, man. Can't be a nice feeling being back here. Hi.
What are you looking at?
The Shackling Prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yanqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Concerning.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Chou and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin abominations of abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes.
Jeez.
Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the Shackling Prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, There are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hulei since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling Prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hulei. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hulei is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hulei's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
Reminders when visiting Hulei. Prisoner Hulei. Summary of crimes. The Borisin Warhead, denizen of abundance. Accountable for numerous acts of invasions and associated war crimes. Accountable for the long-term enslavement of Foxians and utilizing their blood for alchemical purposes. Jeez. Detention method. This prisoner must be subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords and never be pardoned. They must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for sturdiness during the transfer, and the air filters in their new cell must be intact and functional. Notes. 1. The confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Xianzhou and the Foxians. Any individuals objecting to this sentence should be punished for sowing discord. 2. Anyone who contacts or converses with this prisoner must take poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of lupitoxin. 3. The prisoner's place of detention must be changed on a yearly basis, and the new location must remain unknown to individuals below the rank of Cloud Knight Lieutenant or Judge. 4. Do not mention Jing Liu when conversing with this prisoner.
And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hulei.
Just swallow it already. Hulei is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupitoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupitoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed. Your Honor.
What is it?
No. Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
This is not good. Things are not good. Things are bad.
This place... it's still as cold as it used to be.
You okay, Dan Heng?
Sorry. I was just reminiscing about some unpleasant memories.
Once we're done with the testimony, we'll leave immediately.
Thank you. It's all my fault that you were involved in the Xianzhou's problems. You shouldn't have to see the inside of the Shackling Prison. I'm so sorry. I wish I could show you the real sights of the Luofu.
Dan Heng gently pats your hand. Why can't they record our testimony outside the Shackling Prison?
The 6 charioteers might have more power over the rest of this Xianzhou ship. But here, in the Shackling Prison, is the judges of the 10 Lords Commission who call the shots. The judges will use a complicated interrogation device called the Karmic Mirror. It accurately tracks every physiological change during questioning and records it. Therefore, the judgment made here will be sufficient to convince the other administrators of the Xianzhou. At least they won't attempt to challenge the conclusions. Perhaps that's why Fei Xiao insisted that we come here.
Since the judge isn't here yet, I'll just wander around a bit.
Okay. But watch your step. This place is not like the others.
Don't worry about me, Dan Heng. Looking down, you see a honeycomb of densely packed prison cells extending deep into the darkness beyond your view. You hazard a guess on the number of prisoners they are capable of holding here. 3,000? 30,000? 300,000? Wait, this may not even be the entire Shackling Prison! Wait, there's 3 things to interact with, but it only says 2, huh? The jade abaci here glow with an unusual luminescence as they perform their calculations, possibly on the status of the prison cells or the security of each area.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express. Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before.
Yep, hello Hanya. Miss Hanya.
Glad to meet you again. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Xianzhou Luofu.
It was all a lucky coincidence.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the 10 Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission. This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Danheng, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
Wow.
Be very careful and watch your step as you make your way through. The terrain inside the Shackling Prison is treacherous. One wrong move, and you could end up plunging into the depths. And if you're really unlucky, you might be frozen solid or burned to a crisp before anyone can help you.
Gee.
But with your skills, I don't think you need to worry about that.
Why keep the terrain so dangerous?
You're funny. This prison does contain many layers. We even brought in Videodora Icor line craftsmen to introduce the ingenuity of Delve enchantment. What you're seeing now is just one part of the Shackling Prison.
Is that true, Danheng?
Perhaps. Judging from the appearance, much of the architecture in this prison has a Videodoran style. So, perhaps they did have a hand in building this place back then.
Well, the paths here serve as both passageways for the 10 Lords Commission and barriers for the prisoners. Most prisoners locked up here have committed serious crimes violating the Xianzhou legal code, and many of them are denizens of abundance like Borison, Uenum, and Wingweavers. To be honest, these abominations are pretty good at trying to break out.
Okay, the only one of those that I had heard of before is Borison. I don't know if the others have ever been mentioned before.
So,
As long as the treacherous terrain here makes it harder for them to escape, the Ten Lords Commission doesn't have any complaints. Please, come this way.
Smashing shit on my way over.
I heard the Wardance is about to be held in the mortal world. I remember watching a sword duel at the Wardance with my sister when we were young. The Cloud Knight, who was the Luofu's ringmaster, was an amazing swordsman, and their sword flashed like lightning. The Outworld Challenger had fiery red hair and a hand made of steel, which roared like thunder. They battled for a long time before a winner could be declared. Time sure flies. Now, both my sister and I are residents of the Netherworld, and we will never again feel the thrill of a competition. Are there a lot of people in Starskiff Haven due to the Wardance?
Yeah, it's bustling.
Sounds amazing. It's a shame I'm too busy to attend. But even if I could, I'd probably just scare people off with my current appearance. Let's get going then.
We go.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out.
Yep, I sure did hear thumping.
Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borison. Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the Wardance, but throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one.
The mechs in those crates are no joke.
I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borison. I wonder what they're planning this time. Well, business first. Let's keep moving.
Uh-oh.
Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Oh shit.
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding. This thing is going wild, just like a Borison.
trickier
Looks
to
like we're on
tell
our own
who's
for this one.
optimizing. This is double speed.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Time for a buzz.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Hedge your bets.
Many things are going bad here.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion.
Nothing major.
Time for a buzz.
Get debuffed, asshole.
Watch your head.
This combat needs. This is double speed.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Destined for oblivion.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight.
Lingsha mentioned that there was some kind of biological tissue inside the mechs.
The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the Shackling Prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were. They wanted these mechs to end up right here, in the Shackling Prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the Shackling Prison. The messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
This is bad. A few moments prior, Shu Yi leads the Yaoqing messengers to the bottom of the prison.
Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be... I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look.
Okay. So... it's... this one... then this one straight over from it. Then this one. Okay, that's cool. When a key in the shape of a colossal sky-bearing column slots into the keyhole, it unlocks the path to the Shackling Prison crypts, where criminals of high severity are kept in subdued captivity. That was the Nether Key, the key that keeps felons locked away behind the ultimate gate. Sick.
The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians. Hulei. According to custom, envoys from the Yanqing visit the Xianzhou Lafu once every century to check on this abomination's imprisonment and condition. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hulei to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand that the Yanqing messengers want to see him dead. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed. Because this beast simply can't be killed.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, it might help balance out some of the sins he's committed. Could you be the key to a cure for the General? Hulei.
So that's why you're here. Uh-oh.
And once again, the envoys of the Yanqing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and my brothers.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. You can call me Mock Talk.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level! Send reinforcements!
Nobody will hear you here. At the bottom of the Shackling Prison. Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So it wasn't just my imagination. Do your thing, Moza.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the Shackling Prison, we found soldiers available for us everywhere.
Or maybe I'll take it off.
I like how he said, "Do your thing, Moza," as if we could play as him yet.
A little more heat. Hedge your bets.
That's half the work.
Okay.
I weep for the departed.
He was like, hang on, this one has more stacks. I should be focusing on this
I
one.
suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you. But I promise that if you stupidity.
Don't worry, it's just
The eternal slip.
The dead return!
You're so confident.
Season.
You're gonna win
I'm
this.
honored by your presence since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
God, that's so hot.
still waters of oblivion.
How about letting the enemy strike first? A little more heat.
I'll see you off.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Moza.
It's not time yet.
I'm honored by your presence since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
I need to pull this man before he leaves.
Bust. Or maybe I'll
I
take
need
it
to
off.
pull him before his banner ends.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Oh shit. Whoa. heck was he just doing? Oh no.
Been a long time. Welcome back.
How many times has the old verdant home spun around since our last hunt? Duran's whelp, tell me your name.
Oh, great Hule, nemesis of the Foxians, and the hunter of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline. It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful as ever.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to resemble our most despicable slaves and enemies, the Foxians?
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will. That's why I had to take a magic pill, don the skin of a lowly beast, and play along with their hypocrisy.
Since you have an escape plan, tell me, what's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time. The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have a tight 2-hour window to get out of here. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
What a reckless plan, you idiot! Even if we manage to get the ships, our chances of escaping are slimmer than a Foxian slipping through my claws!
But we have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged divisions among the Borisin. Every one of my crew is ready to lay down their lives if it means setting you free.
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless bravery with this plan. Fine. You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps will too.
Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go, give me one of those magic pills.
My lord, do you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your greatness, my lord.
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Foxian slave my meal?
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys! Time to move out!
At the same time, our group realized that the
Madam
situation
Hanya,
in the prison is out of
the wardens
control.
in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering around and causing heavy casualties. And to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out. We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Just a short time ago, the Nether Key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeting.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its cage.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure each floor.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their style. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
Looks like the testimony will have to wait, huh?
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya? If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies inside.
We'll have to bend the rules. Please, follow me.
Prisoners must remain in place and obey the
By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am!
Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor.
How is Hanya going to react when she sees Shui?
Path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through.
Get the feeling the answer is, bad. Because even if she knows that, Shui's current body is just a mechanical puppet, that's still her sister.
Occasionally use Ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. But, given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations.
It's still her sister, and she probably also is, like, still very traumatized from the fact that Shui died once before.
The Nether Key has been activated. I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
Hang on. Let me help you out a little.
Stream 4.
This doesn't take much more time for me. So, yeah. Let me help you out a little. Clean up the place.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hulei has managed to break free. Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister? Are they still alive?
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues.
Well, there's Shui sparking.
Shui is here.
You okay, Hanya?
Miss Shui bravely sacrificed herself. My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Condolences. Well, that's unnecessary. You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, my sister turned into an Ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the Hall of Karma's document office has become a routine for her.
Oh, so it's that common. Okay. Also, Danheng, you knew she was a puppet.
While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part, but... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers? One of them is a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes, and the other wears a dark cloak, like a fugitive.
No. I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisin ones.
So, the intruders and Hulei are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage. This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu could be irreversibly damaged. We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
The heck? So it's Shui in there.
Reconstruct.
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet. At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage. Let me see. The damage isn't too bad. If I can fix it up, my sister will have a temporary body.
Ooh, haven't done one of these in a little bit. Oh, I see. Easy.
Hanya, I'm back.
Welcome back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this. Happy? Tears of joy? Forget it. I'm used to you coming back in all sorts of forms.
Huh. That's pretty convenient.
Just don't let me be damaged again. I'll lose my memories. This side crane can't hold all of me.
Sister, what did you see when you were killed?
Though intermittent...
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage and brought upwards?
Besides the Borisin, there were other intruders. Invisible.
Invisible intruders? What does that even mean? How many conspiracies are tangled up in this mess? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the prison. And now you're the only person, the only bird, who can slip out undetected. Make sure you deliver the news to the outside world.
I understand. Please be careful, sister. You are different from me.
The Psycrane flaps its wings and unsteadily flies out of the lower levels of the Shackling Prison, charging straight into the depths of the shadowy passage.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yanqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hulei should probably be our top priority.
Wait! Something feels off. Something's approaching us.
The invisible intruders?
Oh shit.
Watch your back!
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
Time for a buzz.
Where did they come from then?
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
I'll see you off.
Sure, I'll play along.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
Yep. Hello, Moza.
Nothing major.
Are you here to help?
This combat needs... This is double speed.
Hedge your bets.
Dude, the Yanqing crew is so suspicious.
Bad news.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
How familiar.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Still waters of oblivion.
More enemies.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Just focus on the fight.
Watch your head.
Merciful Medicus!
Time for a buzz.
You chose the wrong enemy.
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion. How familiar.
Bad news.
Secret of the safe!
Eternal sleep. The
Dead return!
Can I have fun this time?
I hit the mark.
There
I
we
weep
go.
for the departed.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the turn order. I thought Acheron was next.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
I see that big guy over there. And here's Moza. The man seems to materialize from the shadowy corners of the prison, as if he could vanish into thin air at any moment. The fugitive wearing a dark cloak, spoken of by Hanya, now stands before you. His face is devoid of any expression, cold and indifferent. Yet, inexplicably, you could decipher this expressionless facade as if it whispered, "You're finally here."
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
You already said that a moment ago.
So what if I repeat it? It's the truth after all. The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Whoa, 3 times.
At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The wolf cubs and these Mara-struck soldiers. Their hiding technique, it's pretty similar to the wind mantle technique used by the Vidyadhara serving Kylorum Venti on the Yaoqing. What do you think? Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time to exchange assassination techniques. I'm Waza. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report back as quickly as possible. But now it seems... the prison on the Lawfu is a real maze, I must admit.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moza. We'll do our best to ensure your friend's safety.
No. You can do nothing for him now. And you shouldn't be focusing on his safety at the moment.
But isn't he your friend?
Your friend is in Hulei's clutches and you're just going to leave him behind?
Look, I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I've seen how that giant wolf fights, and there's no way. Trying to save my friend will only get us killed. I don't know how you think, but I won't throw my life away for a lost cause. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. They're planning to seal off the entire prison to keep the outside world in the dark. The worst-case scenario, we are all killed by that giant wolf, and the Shackling Prison is sealed off. No one will know about us or about their escape until it's too late. And the best-case scenario...
we kick all those bad guys' butts. With an indifferent gaze, he sized you up and down. Somehow you deciphered his expressionless faces, saying, "This person's lost their mind, how pitiful. Hey, fuck you."
The best-case scenario would be, we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside with us. We can't let that monstrous wolf escape. Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help. As for whether we'll still be alive by then, it's not something we should think about.
You sure have a way of comforting people, Mr. Moza.
As a person of the Yaoqing, I've always searched for something meaningful to give my life to.
I have to make it out alive. My companions are waiting for me.
As a netherworld dweller, I've already died once.
Well, then I'll give it my all.
Yeah. We won't give up. Not until the very last moment.
None of you are part of the Ten Lords' commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right move. As a judge, it's my responsibility to guard this prison, and if someone should step up to stop Hulei from escaping, it should be me, not you. Once we reach the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do everything I can to fight the Borisin, and you find a safe place to hide and wait for reinforcements. Now, let's proceed upward.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
Okay. Pay attention. Don't get jumped. I don't want to add unnecessary fights to this.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
Oh, the beauty of having Acheron. I can just skip random encounters. Well, they're not random encounters, really, but you get what I mean. I get to skip trash mobs. Oh.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisan fugitives get out. The prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me.
It was like, where the heck are we going now? Any more invisible guys going to ambush me? No?
We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Stream 4. Get out of here. You okay?
The fugitives are charging at the gate. Please be careful, Your Honor.
I will hold them back. Don't let Hule escape.
Again?
Jeez.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Watch your head.
Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
As soon as I get Acheron stacks up, it's over for me.
For oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay, maybe not for the middle guy. Yet.
This combat needs... This is double speed.
Soon, though.
Let's settle this.
Very soon.
Sure, I'll play along.
Didn't even
Another
get through
blood
another
debt
full
repaid.
turn cycle.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Make sure I use that.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
I won't. The Shackling Prison has become a killing field. The prison guards try to resist, but Jiaocho can only watch them fall.
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of chasing, gnawing, and tearing. Oh, they're back. They're back. They've all come back.
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. As we pass through the gate, no one will be able to stop us.
So this hostage is useless now. Kill him, Moktok.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiaocho. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something!
Maybe this Yanqing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiaozhou?
Oh, just look at you. Fallen so low during my absence. You're even negotiating with livestock. As far as I recall, no one from the Yanqing would ever consider a deal with Duran's offspring.
I've got to make this beast stay here. whether it's for the sake of Fei Shao or the Yaoqing. Deal. I certainly have more value alive. My identity, my knowledge of the Xianzhou, and my understanding of many things that your minions have no knowledge of. They'll all be valuable.
Lowly beast. Muster up that pitiful tongue of yours and plead for what remains of your life. Speak up.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Liu.
Oh shit.
She has recently returned to the Luofu. Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this. May I just kill him now?
Silence, Moktok. And you, slave. From now on, you'll stay by my side. You'll only speak and move when I allow you to. Otherwise, I'll dismember you from head to tail, inch by inch. Got it?
But my lord...
We must stay here for some time, Moktok. Fear not. Because once I step out of the prison, it's the people of the Xianzhou who should tremble in fear. I'll show them what true calamity means. Now, Duran's whelps, follow me!
Prison guards! Stop them! For our great Lord Hulei!
Try me, I dare you. I dare you.
Prisoners must remain in place and obey the guard. Those who fail to comply will face severe punishment, serving as an example to others.
Wait, I heard something. Ah, there it is. Take that. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Oh shit. Ho 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 ho!
Report! After we lost contact with the Shackling Prison, we received a message from a Psycrane. The prisoners have revolted, and the criminal Hulei is nowhere to be found.
What about the Yaoqing messengers and the Nameless?
No news at the moment. We're trying to restore contact with the Shackling Prison as soon as possible.
I see. You're dismissed. General Jing Yuan, General Hua Yan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things, but the beginning. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge, from both the abominations of abundance and the destruction itself. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal's Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Luofu Cloud Knights to pursue Hulei myself.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away, once and for all.
After a brief but devastating loss of communications, the lockdown Shackling Prison is once more under control. The Express's Nameless may have emerged unharmed, but one of the Yaoqing envoys has been taken hostage. Meanwhile, the Borson warhead Hulei, long confined to the depth of the Shackling Prison, has vanished without a trace. A pursuit between the hunter and the hunted will soon play out on the Xianzhou Luofu. Is it going to give me a to be continued message or something?
This haven of memories.
Yep.
Every touch, Every moment is like a thorned rose.
How did I know that was coming? Okay, okay. Okay. Achievements. Give me these. Give me these. Let's see. Give me this. Cool. Freebies. Give me this. Couple more pulls. Oh, I just realized the month has changed too, which means I can get more stuff from the shop. Ooh, I should pick that up. Yeah. Oh, and that's E6 Chingchua. Love to see it. Alright, come on, Jiao Cho. Come on. Come on! Come on! Please! Okay, well, let's see what I can get with these 5 standard pulls at least. Okay, hang on. I want to check
Life's
something.
just like a game of tiles. You never know what's gonna come up next.
Living? That's all a big hustle and bustle. But life's all about savoring the moment.
I would like to check some things. Okay, so what I wanted to see was, what characters are available from the shop and what my Eidolon levels on all of them are, and also what the rotation is, and, I need one more Asta, and she'll be in the shop next month, so probably not gonna pick up more tickets from there right now, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, so I will see you all next time.